We've seen so many live action disasters, franchises people have nostalgia for taken and destroyed before our eyes. Death Note, Cowboy Bebop, Warcraft, The King of Fighters, and Paramount Plus has announced their next absolute nightmare mixture between live action and animated with Fairly Odd Parents. This is not something we expected to get an announcement for anytime soon, and it is being roasted and completely ratioed across the internet. I have a few things to show off, but before we get into the topic at hand, if you enjoy the content that I create, please make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. Follow me on social media like Twitter or mine so that you can see when my content is posted. And of course, if you do really enjoy the videos and the live streams that I create, please consider becoming a Dark Titan via Patreon for just $1 a month or supporting the channel via YouTube channel memberships. All of the links are in the description, and of course, I do really appreciate all of the support. So I found out about this on Twitter. Entertainment Weekly put up this article announcing this project, saying Timmy Turner from Fairly Odd Parents is all grown up in the trailer for sequel series Fairly Odd Parents, Fairly Odder. Now, my question would be, who asked for this, okay? It's not like it's a sequel animated series, because I think if it was a sequel animated series, people might feel a little bit differently, but this mixture between live action for most of it and then animated for the Odd Parents is absolutely terrible. This has got to be one of the worst animated to live actions that we've seen. So this Entertainment Weekly article says new Fairly Odd Parents series shows live-action Timmy all grown up. I don't want to see Timmy all grown up in a live-action format. I want to see good shows. Maybe they could have made another animated series that banked off of nostalgia, that gave, you know, slightly older kids / younger teenagers something to watch. Are they really gonna watch this? I don't know. It says Something Fairly Odd is coming to Paramount Plus, a live-action series based on the Fairly Odd Parents cartoon. EW can exclusively reveal the first trailer for the new show. I'm gonna be honest, I wouldn't be very proud of this if I was Entertainment Weekly. I wouldn't say that I was proud to exclusively reveal this trailer, because it is already being roasted online. It says the premise of the series focuses on Viv as she moves to the town of Dimsdale with her dad. Ty decides to reunite with his high school sweetheart, Rachel Raskin, and Rachel's son, Roy, sees Timmy bestowing his fairly godparents on Viv as she deals with the changes in her life, and now the two kids agree to take turns making wishes. Now let's go on over to the Discussing Films tweet about this and the Entertainment Weekly tweet about this. Now, as you can see on screen, this is the monstrosity of a series that we're getting. And keep in mind, this is the company doing Halo. This is so worrying. We already know they're not following the canon for that show. Like, they've been race swapping characters and they're making Master Chief take his helmet off, which no one likes. But how am I supposed to have hope in that after seeing an abomination like this? So going on over to Paramount Plus's official YouTube channel quickly, this is already getting ratioed. It's got almost 500,000 views. It's number 18 on trending. It's got 3.8k likes to 10,000 dislikes. Now, my main question is, who is this for? If it's for kids, I highly doubt the kids are gonna watch this. Hey, maybe they will, I don't know. But there's so many jokes and characters that are callbacks to the original series. And the people that have nostalgia for this do not want this at all. Some things are meant to stay animated, and this is one of them. I guess it could have been worse if they made the Odd Parents real people flying around, but I bet they tested that, let's be honest. There were a group of corporate suits sitting at a table listening to ideas, and they thought that this was a good idea, to do this mix between CGI, animated, and live action. They went, what could go wrong? And my answer is literally everything. The Fairly Odd Parents make no sense in a live action format. They did this crazy shit. It was so insane. Like, they had a young kid making wishes. He could wish for anything he wanted. I don't know how they expected this to go well, but the jokes I don't think are gonna appeal to a lot of younger kids, and anyone who had nostalgia for the Odd Parents aren't going to like this either. I just wanted to show a very small clip from this. I'm not going to show the whole trailer, but I just wanted to show the worst of the worst.
I want you to meet the two best things that's ever happened to me.
Ta-da! What are those? We're your fairy godparents!
I've seen some pretty terrible series, but this probably would top them all. I am not going to waste my time watching this, even though I used to like Fairly Odd Parents. I have some nostalgia for it. There is no way I am going to give them my money or my time watching this terrible looking series. Absolutely no way at all. This meme is going around with his face. It's like, what the fuck? The whole point of the show was that no one was allowed to see or know about Timmy's fairy godparents, and this is true at the beginning. It did start this way, but after a lot of years, after the show went season after season after season, they kind of stopped caring about that rule, unfortunately, and at the beginning that was the whole thing, is like no one really knew what was going on, and that's what was cool about it, but they kind of gave that up after a few seasons. People are saying things like should have stayed in the drafts. Can't believe it's an official trailer. They got the godparents animation spot on along with their voices, but it doesn't look very good in live action, especially as a sequel series. I have no idea what's going on. I don't know why this is getting the live action treatment, and I agree, I don't know why this needed the live action treatment. I don't know who thought that this was a good idea, but it's not. They just had to go and ruin another show from my childhood. This is actually awful. People are putting depressed memes, angry memes, sad memes. It doesn't seem like anyone is very impressed with this series, and I'm getting personally pretty sick and tired of seeing franchises be revived just to be ruined, exactly like this situation. The Fairly Odd Parents has been off of TV for a couple of years. It ended back in 2017, but now, a few years later, they decided we're gonna do this new, fresh spin on the Odd Parents, and this is the best thing that they could come up with. I definitely think we're going to see more massive ratios. I mean, the trailers are already at over 10,000 dislikes, and I don't think that that's going to stop anytime soon. I think people are getting sick and tired of seeing things they have nostalgia for be taken, twisted around, and absolutely ruined, but this Fairly Odd Parents reboot looks awful. But that's all that I really had to discuss in this video. Let everyone know your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed it, please make sure to give it a like, share it, and subscribe to the channel. And of course, if you didn't, make sure to give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I will talk to you all again in the next video really soon.